I spoke with someone, and you meet a lot of people that work like in food processing places and plants or abattoirs, whatever. So this person told me that they went to a place where they like slaughter animals, né? And like usually, according to I guess the processes of food being classified as halal, someone needs to pray before the animal gets slaughtered.
No,
the animal mustn't see the knife before they slaughter it, or it mustn't know that it's gonna die. But then they told me that there's not even a person they're praying, but they play a tape.
They play a tape, yeah. So the strictest of strict Muslims won't allow that. They don't allow somebody to just play a tape.
In your packaging, you'll be able to see if a tape got played or there was an actual Muslim person present to pray there.
So there's different halal councils in South Africa. There's like the Muslim Judicial Council, NIHT, National something,
and they all have different criteria.
So they have different criteria. So you can go to those people's websites and see what their criteria is. I don't know which one is the most strict one, which one. But look,
because you don't care.
No, I do care. I do care. But look, if you actually would go and research a lot of those things, if you had to look at that strictly, I don't think any meat then would be truly halal back if you predated like back to the Prophet's time about what was halal then. Because back then it was, firstly, some people even believe that like the way the Prophet used to eat meat was not in excess. Like he wouldn't eat meat every day. It would be like once a week type thing. It was an occasion. Meat was expensive, not easily available, and difficult to store. So you'd only slaughter an animal when you have a lot of people to feed. So that's at big gatherings, weddings, those types of things. So you're mainly eating a vegetarian diet. So some people even believe that a halal diet also should consist of predominantly vegetables more so than meats. Then there are the other rules about how to keep the animals. I don't know whether a lot of these abattoirs are keeping the animals in 100% accordance with halal practice. Like you have to keep them completely separate from the abattoir.
Especially with like commercial farming and stuff, it's difficult.
Yeah, commercial farming, when you mass producing like 100, getting 100, 200, 300
now
chickens off a line.
Now every chicken must have its own room.
It is not sustainable, bruv, for the amount of meat that we're eating. Like I just don't think that they're keeping them separate. You have to feed them like very well. They have to be treated well. You're not allowed to just kick a chicken if you're upset, or like cut off their beaks, or clip a feather here and there just because you don't like them. You're not allowed to inject them with chemicals or things like that. Those things technically, those are like the issues of debate that people are having now.
For me, not even that like my opinion counts, because I'm not Muslim. Like my idea of halal meat was always like on the spectrum of having to kill animals and being vegetarian and all of that stuff. I think halal was just like, we don't want to kill animals, but we understand that we need to, so we're going to do it in the most respectful, humane way.
True. So that's in essence how the practice started.
So halal is like a vegan person who eats meat.
True, technically. If you look at the way the Prophet lived and how he consumed meat, it was very much respectful for the animal. You treated the animal was it was like, look, we know we need the meat because there are certain vitamins, minerals, and things that predominantly are only found in meat.
Oh, it's concentrated in meat.
It's concentrated in meat, like iron. I mean, you can get iron from spinach and other things. You can get other vitamins. What's the other thing in B12? You can get them, but nowadays you need like actual supplementation. A lot of vegans take supplements because they don't get enough B12.
And they're weak, their eyes are yellow. They're jaundice.
Whoa. Who's jaundice now?
Don't vegans get jaundice?
No, bro.
Jaundice is from rust.
No, man. Jaundice, there's so many. It's your liver. Liver failure gives you jaundice. So there's many reasons.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
But,
can veganism not lead to liver failure?
What does
your liver need to be healthy?
Well, they need vitamin. Well, your liver has many functions. So,
but what does it need for it to be healthy? Like which nutrients does it need?
All of the normal ones that your body would need. There's nothing like if you're deficient in something, it doesn't cause liver failure.
It has to be So
Because
it's possible
actually,
that veganism
the liver is your basically your detoxifier of the blood in your body. So it takes everything, but that's one of its functions. Detoxifies. It produces vitamins A, D, E, and K. We can go on. It helps with regulating your glucose levels.
Yeah. With your medulla oblongata.
What? Medulla oblongata in your brain?
There's a thing in your... No, the medulla oblongata does oxygen, eh?
Medulla oblongata is there to regulate your anger, rage, your emotions, man.
Which piece in your brain regulates the amount of oxygen in your blood and keeps a tab on that thing? There is a specific part. It's also close. Medulla oblongata is close to your spinal cord.
It's not actually in your brain. It's called your carotid body. Your carotid body is
in your spine.
No, it actually sits here in your jugular, and it regulates like.
I'm gonna take too long to Google it, but there is a neuro function that calculates how fast your heart pumps, and it's a specific part of your brain. If it's not the medulla oblongata, it's next to it. It's right next to it. I'll have my bad. Google it. I'll put it in the comments.
No. I'm also forgetting, but you're right. But definitely there is another one also. It's called your carotid body, which regulates. It basically passes by, the blood passes by it, and it assesses how much carbon dioxide there is in your blood, so that regulates your heart. That regulates how fast you need to breathe to get rid of the carbon dioxide.
So is that the thing that makes you hyperventilate?
Yeah, basically.
So the thing is, it doesn't have. It's a sensor. It's not a. It doesn't have. It doesn't have neurological functions.
It has a sensor that can send messages.
It's a sensor. Okay, cool.
It can send messages to that part of the brain that you're speaking of.
Okay, cool.
And then that part of the brain you're speaking of that I can't remember.
If you know the name, drop it in the comments.
This is why I'm not a doctor anymore.